Hello again, folks, and welcome to Black Bear Outdoors with me, Delta Sierra, and the Rural Deputy. Now, today we got something fun for you and something quite a bit special. I am, of course, talking about the Deputy's new acquisition, which is the Canik TP9 SF Dark Gray Eagle Edition, which is something different. Now, personally, I don't have a lot of experience with Caniks. In fact, I've never shot one, but I've heard good things. So what made you decide to go for a Canik this time?
Okay, so I owned a Canik years ago, and I wanted another one, right? But every time I decided I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna save, I brought home a SIG or an M&P, or there's always something else, right? And then I came across this one on sale, because normally it's in that 5.5 range. I picked it up for less than that at a box store. And they're, from what I know about them, they're a Turkish design, Turkish pistol, law enforcement, military. The TP9 SF, being a 4.5-inch barrel, full frame, has run, I believe they were reporting like 60,000 rounds on the test range.
Wow. And
still maintains accuracy standards.
That's pretty nice.
And they've got, for being a $400 to $500 pistol, they've got an amazing trigger.
Because here's the weird thing, though. I mean, I remember when they first came out, everybody loved them, and they were super affordable guns, like $300 guns. But the more people shot them and the more popular they got, the prices went up. But it seems like you could still get them at a fairly decent cost, right? And considering the features you get, it is quite a lot of value in there, right?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if we just jump through some of the features that it's got, you're looking at kind of rear slide serrations, which makes it fairly easy to kind of rack. It's got the Warren Tactical sights on there, which is nice because you got the notch in the back. And it's a little bit ledgy, so you might be able to get it off the belt or the boot. I love the grip texture on it, especially on that back strap, because it's nice and knobby, so it actually grips into your palm quite a bit. And you mentioned the trigger as well. So the trigger, what I've heard is that Canik bought the license from Walter to use the triggers they had in the PPQ, so that would make it a really crisp, nice trigger. So you got a full rail on it, so you can do lights and lasers if you'd like, and you even have a little bit of stippling on the trigger guard if you want to do the Jerry Michalak type of hold on it. Takedown is pretty easy, similar to a Glock, but with nicer little nubs that you pull down. And what's the capacity on it? So
it comes with 2 mags. They're 18-round mags, and it also has the reversible mag release, so that's ambi.
And you mentioned something about the internals are what, nickel plated?
Yep. So your trigger components are all nickel plated. On this edition, with the different finish to it, it's Cerakote over nitride.
So it's going to be quite nice and durable, hey?
Yep, and it does come with another back strap, so you can thicken up that grip or
nice.
Customize it a little bit.
Good for the gorilla hands, right? Yeah, no, it looks like, I mean, considering again what the cost of it, it looks like it's got a lot of value in it. And what do you know about kind of holster availability and kind of mags and that kind of stuff?
So since they hit popularity, the nice thing is you can get holsters by a lot more companies. Tier 1, We the People, Safariland, a lot of them make them. I found so far that the Safariland GLS, the multi-fit holster, does have a model that will fit it. Blackhawk Serpa that I don't highly recommend, but it's better than your pocket by a little bit. They make a holster that will fit double stack 9mm Glocks, the M&P 2.0, and I found out today this.
Nice. That GLS holster that you mentioned, that's what I actually have for my VP9 for the outside the waistband, and they're very adequate holsters, and they're made by Safariland, so you can't really go wrong there either, right?
Right. I mean, the downside being a full-size frame, concealability, a little more difficult, but if you live in a part of the country that's got heavy coat season or even thick hoodie season, it's not that bad.
True, and I mean, if you're a fat guy like me, you can probably carry that, because I carry the VP9 or the SIG.
Right.
So it's maybe what, like a half-inch, maybe longer.
About a half-an-inch. So I mean, to put it into something comparable, you're running the size of like a Glock 17.
Yeah, fair point. That's probably why you kind of almost have a little bit of mag compatibility with those kind of universals with it.
Right.
All right. Well, I think the big question now is, does it actually work? So, feel like going to shoot it?
Yeah, we'll give her a dance here.
Sounds good. You guys stay tuned. All right, folks, so there you have it. We shot a whole bunch of rounds through it, and this thing just runs like an absolute top. I'm loving the trigger. I really like the grip texture, and it handles recoil pretty well, and it's freaking accurate, isn't it?
It really is. It runs nice tight groups. And that trigger reset's really short and very crisp.
You almost have to get used to it, don't you?
It does take a little bit of adjustment. Like for me, running Glock a lot of the time, or even Smith, this trigger is way nicer just from the factory.
You can kind of feel the Walter influence in that trigger, because it's that really kind of glass crisp type that you get, and the reset is ultra short.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from my point of view, I think, you know, for a $400 gun, wow, you get an insane amount of value. And this one looks pretty awesome too. So yeah, definitely a 2 thumbs up for me, guys, if that's your budget.
And I mean, if TTI did a version of it,
true,
then you know it's got to be worthwhile to some extent. Because you don't see him cranking out the Yeet Cannon TTI model.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think you can see the Tactical Yeet Cannon. No, it's true. And man, what a great purchase. I think you made a really good choice there.
All right. I think I'll be happy with it for a long time.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it'll feature again, you know, as time goes by. But yeah, guys, so there is an absolutely great option for you if you're looking for something slightly different, and of course something that won't absolutely destroy the piggy bank. So as always, guys, if you found this video entertaining or learned something new, leave us a comment down below. Tell us what your experience is with the Caniks or what you think of them. Hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. That helps all of us out in the 2A community, showing the algorithm, hey, we want to see this kind of stuff. You all stay safe, and we'll see you next time.